Today, boys and girls, this video has been brought to you by the number 5. And no, we're not talking about the five-time WCW champion, sucker. And no, we're not talking about Bryan Danielson every time he has someone in submission and he has to break the hold and has to 5. No, 5 is a very significant number when it comes to how many times Roman Reigns has defended his world title. Within a span of 2023, he will have defended, by the time we get to Crown Jewel, his world title 5 times. We are almost in the 11th month of the year. Yes, month of the year. Within 11 months, he is only going to have defended that world title 5 times. Which brings me to the Roman Reigns problem. Here's the equation. Absence times absence equals what? Nothing. And that's exactly how I feel about this title reign. I feel nothing about this title reign. I don't give a damn who you face. I don't give a damn where you are. I don't give a damn how many promos you do about being a tribal chief, about being the best in the world, whatever you want to call yourself, the island of relevancy. I do not care. You wanna know why? How can I care about a world champion that does not fight? How can I care about a world champion that has to take a break and a vacation every month? To me, that does not make you a world champion. That makes you a placeholder. It makes you a placeholder until we actually have the guy that wants to be here every week, that wants to defend the title every month, so that people on the roster have something to shoot for. And don't give me the excuse, but we're in year 3. He deserves a break. You know what? Then take the title off of him. There is no more story to tell. This isn't Biggie ready to die. I got a story to tell. No, was that ready to die? Or was that? No, that wasn't ready to die. That was Live After Death. This is not Biggie Live After Death. There is no more story to tell. The story resolving around the world title was resolved at WrestleMania, but WWE blew it. And that's not on Roman, that's on Vince, that's on Paul Levesque, that's on all those writers. You missed the mark. This is your problem. You made the problem of absence times absence equals nothing. You have guys on a roster that, since they have dealt with Roman Reigns, had to recover. Drew is just now a year later recovering to try to be back in the main event. Sami Zayn, after a year, is just now trying to recover. Cody Rhodes is still in the land of obscurity, still on the island of obscurity. Has no clear direction. His time is up. Cody Rhodes' time is now. His time is up. LA Knight's time is now. You have guys that are absolutely hot, absolutely over, and you're making people wait for what? So you can give people this fabricated WrestleMania moment? It won't mean nothing. Cody win that title, it'll be a nice moment, but it's not gonna feel the same as it would have at WrestleMania 39. Even if LA Knight wins the world title, it's nice, but it's not gonna mean anything. You know what's gonna mean? Oh, thank God, somebody got the title off of Roman Reigns. That's what it's gonna mean. LA Knight hasn't earned this title shot yet. He hasn't even beat anybody yet. But we're gonna get to LA Knight in the next video. Roman Reigns. Y'all wanted this benchmark 1,000-day reign so bad, and you sacrificed your entire roster to do it. You sacrificed months of storyline to do it. You sacrificed guys who were red hot and put them back down and made them ice cold to do it. What does a title reign mean if you don't defend the title? What does a title reign mean if the guy act like he doesn't even care about the title? How are you going months upon months on pay-per-view not even defending your title? If you want to be a smart ass talking about, well, of course Roman doesn't in kayfabe, brother. Of course Roman doesn't want to defend his title. That means he gets to keep it longer. Bullshit. Bullshit. You cannot have a world champion that does not defend his world title. It's that simple. That is that simple. If Roman Reigns needs all these breaks, needs all these vacations, he does not need to be the world champion. And a matter of fact, if we're going to be completely honest, he doesn't deserve to be the world champion. I don't give a damn what's in his contract. I don't give a damn that he's been a champion for over 3 years. That doesn't mean nothing to me. You signed up for this. After being shoved down our throats for 6 years, you made a change for the better. You made the change that would truly make you the man in this industry, the face of the WWE. You made that change. And now you sit around here acting like you are better than the people that made you? It'd be different if you were even doing movies. It'd be different if you were working on creating a company. I don't know. But the fact that you get to take these mini vacations throughout the year doing nothing, and then when you are here, you barely defend the title. How is anybody supposed to even be interested in your feuds? I really want to get into this LA Knight feud, but I can't. You wanna know why? Because there's a looming cloud called Cody Rhodes finishing the story. So because Cody Rhodes did not finish the story, even though he should have finished it at WrestleMania, because now that's looming, and y'all teased that 2 weeks ago, there is nothing within an ounce of my brain that makes me believe that LA Knight is leaving Crown Jewel as a champion. Same way there was nothing in my brain that told me Jey Uso was leaving that night the world champion. Now, if the title was not on the line, had Roman Reigns not been champion at SummerSlam, and it was all about being a tribal chief, I could have really got into that match. If the title wasn't on the line here at Crown Jewel, and it was all about who was just the best on SmackDown, I could really get into this LA Knight LA Knight, in my opinion, might have had the best segment with Roman Reigns since Sami Zayn not feeling Uzi. Since Roman Reigns taking out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at Royal Rumble. This may be the best segment Roman has had since those times. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to be an absolute waste. So for LA Knight to interrupt Roman Reigns' entrance, then walk by him, not acknowledge him, then sit at the table, and then cut a megastar promo will be for naught. Because in the promo, he says, I only need one time. That's what he said. Only need one time at a shot at the world title. I only need one. So what happens when he loses? What's he going to say then? Only need 2 times. And then, according to reports, Roman's not even going to be here the following month for one of your big 4 pay-per-views. But that's allegedly, so that could all just be reports. And if that's true, the promo I'm going to cut on Roman and the WWE, because guess what? Roman doesn't do this if there wasn't a guy by the name of Brock Lesnar that got away with this for years, which I always disagree with putting the title on him. Yeah, it was nice for maybe the first year, maybe even the second year. But by the third, fourth, fifth year, that title reign meant nothing. And that title reign buried the rest of the roster because he went over and buried the rest of the roster. And those guys never recovered. It's going to happen now. It is happening now. Roman is the new Brock Lesnar, to where he just eliminates the rest of the roster, to where the roster, after losing to him, has nothing to fight for, unless you're on Raw. But if you're fighting Roman, you're not going to fight Seth on Raw. Drew had to get away from SmackDown to actually be relevant again. Look how that works. Jey Uso had to leave SmackDown to be relevant again. This reign means nothing by this point. It means nothing. I could scream till I'm purple in the face about him losing it at Survivor Series, losing it at Royal Rumble, because guess what? Whenever he loses it, which I guess will be at WrestleMania 40, it's going to be a nice moment. People are going to cheer, but it ain't going to be that euphoric. It ain't going to be that gut, that visceral joy that we would have had at WrestleMania 39. It's just not. And now you have LA Knight, who is red hot, who now you're going to ruin him. He's going to go right back down to the mid card, probably beat Logan Paul for the U.S. title. But then you're going to have to rebuild him. You have a Roman Reigns problem. And you know how you solve it? You have Roman Reigns show up every week. You know how you solve it? You take that damn title off of him. He doesn't need it. Clearly he doesn't want it. And he doesn't deserve it anymore. Give it to someone that wants to be here every week, to fight every week, to wrestle every week, defend it every month, and help these people on that roster build them up. But until then, you have a Roman Reigns problem. Acknowledge that.
I'm the best. I'm the best in the world.